I'm Ron Klopfanstein at the Clinton Arena, where the Oneida County Pride Alliance is holding their Pride Festival 2026, a celebration of diversity, inclusion, and equality. Ace Morreale is the director of the Oneida County Pride Alliance. They're the organizers of today's Oneida County Pride Festival. So Ace, how's it going?
It's going really well. We're seeing so many people come out and support us today.
Yeah. Do you see that overall there is support locally for the LGBTQ community?
Yes, as an organization, we've been very fortunate of all the support that we have. I know in people's everyday lives, they unfortunately do experience bigotry, but today we're seeing all of our allies come out and support us to show that we are welcome here.
I'm with Sean. So Sean, what's going on here today?
The Oneida County Pride Festival. I just got here with my friends. We've been looking around. There's a lot of nice craft and homemade items and some good food, entertainment.
So why is it good to have Pride festivals? Why is it important to us to have these kinds of things?
It's important, similar to voting, just making your voice known and letting people know everyone's welcome in the area and just having a good time in a positive way.
I spoke to a man named DJ who was wearing a rainbow flag shirt. What does this mean to you?
I mean, the colors of the rainbow. Anytime I see the colors of the rainbow, whether it be hanging outside of a store, hanging outside of a coffee shop, establishment, that tells me that it's safe.
Yeah.
So the rainbow means safety to me. And of course, on the religious side, it's God's promise. And God's promise was for everybody. Not just for Christians, not just for evangelicals, but for all gay people as well.
Yeah. There were representatives from several different faith communities at the Pride Festival. I spoke to Stephanie Markham from the Unitarian Universalist Church.
So we're here from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Utica, and one of our core beliefs is the inherent worth and dignity of every person. And what we say every Sunday at our service is, no matter who you are, no matter who you love, whatever faiths you have known, if any, you are welcome at our church. And we truly believe that. So we're happy to welcome our LGBTQ plus friends. We are there every week. We have an LGBTQ plus inclusion team. So we try to make our presence known in our community. And we love to support each other, because for our church, it's all about community. We want to be there for each other, and we want to be there for our fellow humans.
Yeah, listen to my show. It's called Hasi Media Monday at 95.5 FM The Heat. We're going to have a big story on the Pride Festival here. So Monday, 5 p.m., Hasi Media Monday, 95.5 FM The Heat.
We're going to bring on some heat right now.
I'm with Michael Brown, who is running for Oneida County Clerk. Is it especially challenging to be an openly gay candidate for public office?
You know, when I first started running for public office years ago, it was surprising to people, I think, that I wasn't about to not be out.
Right.
Because I've been out my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been out since I was 18, so it's like, no, I'm not going back in just because I'm running for office.
Right.
So no, it's like anything else. It's a matter of being visible, being out there, just being myself, and making, because what I want to do is we want so badly to get young people to understand that it doesn't matter who they are, what their background is, we need them involved in the process.
Right.
We absolutely, we can't move forward unless we've got young people involved.
Right.
And if we can show through what we do, so much the better.
Why is it important to do that? You know, both of us, we grew up at a time where, I don't know what your situation was like, but I had absolutely no role models whatsoever because there's no one out visible.
Right.
You know, and we lived in a very oppressive, hateful time too.
Yeah.
You know, so like, why is it so important that young people do have role models like both of us who are openly gay and aren't aren't like going to back down.
Because it makes it easier for them. It makes it. I know when I was young, if I had older people that said, Mike, it's okay.
Right,
you know?
Yes, right.
Then,
yes, that's what you should have done. Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
And you're yourself. You're authentic. You are living your best life.
Right.
And that's the way you do it. You don't hide in the shadows.
Right. I spoke to Mandy Drake. She's a candidate for New York State Senate. We talked about some of the legislative issues facing the LGBTQ community.
And as it pertains to Pride, I mean, we're systematically losing access to clinics that service vulnerable folks in the LGBTQ community, including LGBTQ youth, which is incredibly important to continue to do work for and through the community. As a whole, there are organizations, some of the ones I spoke to today, organizations like Planned Parenthood who do take measures to protect the queer community, but I think that Albany needs to take measures to protect the queer community, but protect everybody as it pertains to healthcare. And, in order to help New Yorkers from the fallout of the recklessness at the national level, especially as it pertains to the ability to just go to the doctor, New York needs to step up and fund the Healthcare Act.
Do you think that your experiences as a woman, especially as a candidate, give you some sort of insight or maybe some more sensitivity into what it's like to be LGBTQ, to be a minority?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've talked before too about your experiences, like dealing with sexism and chauvinism and men on the job.
Absolutely.
So I think there's like a commonality between like women, all minorities, really. Can you speak to that?
Absolutely. Well, I part of the reason why I see so much solidarity with the queer community is because I'm queer myself. I'm bisexual. So I resonate and identify with all of that, and I'm very open about it.
Yeah.
And as a woman, I do feel that there is, in every arena, a degree of sexism and misogyny that takes place. Even as a candidate, I will go places and they'll talk to whatever man I'm standing next to before addressing me, even though I'm the candidate. And it can be really frustrating. And I think that that's why we need female voices, especially young female voices now more than ever. And young queer female voices, because people like me do not see themselves in representation in Albany or Washington.
What's the vibe here? What feedback have you gotten from attendees?
People are really happy. They think this is a great event. They like all the activities going on, all the different stuff they could do. I've just been seeing a lot of smiles and happy people today.
What is it that you think we want people to know about our community?
I want people to know that we're just normal people. We want to just live our lives as we are and be accepted for that. We just want normal people things, having a job, housing, family. And today is the day to celebrate us and all the accomplishments made, while also fighting for those things.
Today's event was all about equality, inclusion, community, and reminding everybody that everybody belongs. At the Oneida County Pride Festival, I'm Ron Klopfanstein for 95.5 FM, The Heat. This is Ron Klopfanstein. Meet me in the hot seat every Monday at 5 p.m. for Hot Seat Media Mondays on 95.5 FM, The Heat.